Well, good evening to anybody who is tuning in. I'm not entirely sure how we managed to be here today. This is a ridiculous opportunity. But I'm here with davidy, and we are actually casting Evil Geniuses. The Evil Geniuses against Team Wild Witch Doctors. I don't even know what to say here. davidy, you got any words?
This is awesome.
It's just mad. I mean, a full shout out there to joinDota, the staff, the league, the everything, in particular Cry0nicS and Monkas, who basically allowed us to be here today from the way they've set up their tournament. And yeah, well, don't want to spend too much time talking about that though. We got to get down to this draft. So, what do we think of the band so far?
Dyer's pick.
None very surprising. Doom, Ember Spirit, Clockwork, Visage, all tier 1s. The first band, Doom, is a little surprising. Perhaps we're going to see a lot of mobility coming out from WWD.
He's also a hard counter to a couple of heroes. A very good hard counter to the Timbersaw you like playing, to Lifestealer.
Absolutely.
I'm wondering if they're planning on picking up something in along those lines. I suppose he'd also be a good counter to Ember Spirit.
10 seconds.
You're worried about Ember running away.
First pick, Nature's Prophet. It's a bold pick.
It is. It is. Like Wild Witch Doctors, they're giving themselves some insurance, at least. In that, even if things go badly, there's always a split push. But Nyx Assassin, I mean, if he can catch that Nature's anywhere in the jungle without support around, that'll be one sad
Definitely
Nature's
a
Prophet.
classic counter.
And the Luna
is more or less the still sort of I would say the carry of the moment. Has had a lot of momentum as that. I would say the #1 go-to carry. Although she's not quite as dominant in that position as she has been.
No,
still definitely probably the #1 carry.
I remember phases of the game, the meta game I should say, where Luna was a lot more powerful. But I've seen a bit of a resurgence recently.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I would say so.
Definitely. There was a time quite recently, I think, when she was regarded as too squishy for use a lot of the time. You know, requires a lot of farm to get up there, requires a lot of this, requires a lot of that. I'm still getting these Steam pop-ups.
The classic Luna counter.
Could you take over talking for 1 sec? I'm just going to go and sort this out so we don't get beeps the whole way through the stream.
Lifestealer, a great Luna counter, obviously. Someone who dishes out a lot of burst magic damage, and his sort of built-in BKB, very good to counter that. Also, not a bad combo with Nature's Prophet. Infest into Nature's Prophet teleport can be
very true.
Combination to ignore.
Very true.
Interesting to see WWD ban out the Storm Spirit, which you would think would be a great to combo with the Lifestealer, and of course, EG then bans the Puck, the other traditional mid combo. So they clearly know what they want to do at mid, and it's not Storm Spirit or Puck. Yeah,
I mean, the Storm Spirit's a great counter to a lot of people as well. I'm wondering if that's another, you know, their mid, they're preempting the counters to their own picks. And they've got their Nyx Bomb, I assume, with Nature's Prophet and Lifestealer.
Yeah, but with Clockwork out, Storm Spirit out, Puck out, I mean, there's still lots of great Nyx Bombs to go with, but sort of traditional first thoughts are gone, so...
It's true.
Morphling ban from EG.
I mean, you know what I always go for.
They know WWD likes to run Morphling.
You know what I always go for, and people get annoyed at me for it, and that is the SB Nyx Bomb. But I doubt we'll see that here. I very much doubt it. That's
will
just
EG go with the Mirana to finish off the combo here?
Yeah, that would be an amazing setup there. Lots of stun and disable coming out from them as well. All 3 heroes having plenty of stun.
I guess the question is, do they want to run Nyx as a support or a core?
I'll be very interested to see.
Great first pick because he really can be in either position.
I've been running into him mostly in tri-lanes. Don't know whether that's just me recently. But absolutely love him.
Tri-lane if he's pulling.
Yeah.
He's also, of course, a great solo off lane and not a terrible mid.
I think we're yet to see a mid hero from either side though yet. I'm quite interested what that's going to be.
A clear mid hero, definitely.
Fair few mid bans. I think that Doom ban was probably preempting the Lifestealer there. That would be my guess. The Visage ban, I suppose, could just be they didn't want to take him, and he's incredibly powerful. So not a bad ban either. Definitely not a bad ban.
We have pretty good drafts coming out for both teams. I know WWD definitely likes to run the Ancient Apparition, or considers him a meaningfully. He's had a lot of growth in the meta recently. He really sort of considered a hero that's picking at.
Yeah.
But every game.
I mean that ult, ridiculously powerful. Just, you know, trying to cast any
Very,
kind of
very
global
good
ult.
against tanky heroes. Especially heroes that have built-in regen like Dragon Knight or Timbersaw, because that 7 or 12 seconds once you get the Ags, that regen's not going to do you any good.
Dyer's pit.
And there's the Invoker. I'm really, really looking forward to that. Always love seeing the Invoker plays. Just because it's almost hard to tell what kind of position he's going to be. Is he going to be your initiator? Is he going to be your nuke? Is he going to be your kind of crowd control team fight guy?
Radiant team ban.
And there's a Rubik. So an absolutely excellent pickup, I think, in this situation, given that he can get Vendetta.
I would say it's definitely very solid.
You know, Eclipse, Fiend's Grip, and then, well, a whole bag of tricks for Invoker. Literally, an entire bag full of tricks.
To go.
I'd love to see
5
Rubik pick up Invoke,
seconds.
but I'm not even sure that's possible.
Yeah, you don't see a ton of stun here for the WWD. That's sort of their first true reliable stun, although he does combo very well with the Ancient Apparition. Makes it very easy to rock that cold feet, so to speak.
And I mean, Sprout won't even work particularly well from the Nature's Prophet to shut anyone down, just because, well, they're all ranged. Certainly won't be able to shut anybody down
Dyer's
and
ban.
neutralize their ability to hit back.
In combination with the Ancient Apparition, Sprout is actually not that bad. I mean, you cold feet them and then sprout them, and they don't really have any opportunity to get away. So they're definitely planning on using that Ancient Apparition with some their combos, or else they're gonna be lacking for control.
Indeed, I think they might be taking the slightly more, I don't know, ambitious team. I want to say it's kind of like you've got the Nature's Prophet who's going to be all over the map. You've got Ancient Apparition who's great in team fights, but a globally targeted ult with quite a lot of delays between some of his spells, and Rubik, who obviously can be amazing, but you're relying on feeding off the enemy team. Evil Geniuses,
I think that's a good way to put it.
These guys just seem. I'm pretty sure it will be a NYX offlane, looking at what their last pick was, and then we'll see the.
Definitely looking like it.
I'm expecting Bane Venge Luna, safe lane try, Invoker mid.
10 seconds to go.
It's going to be an interesting tri lane. Both those supports do not have a lot of range.
And neither does Luna, of course. Yeah.
No. So I mean, it does help when you have a ranged carry. If you have relatively low range supports. But up against a Rubik and Ancient Apparition, I mean, not that I'm gonna guess that there's gonna be an aggro try, but we're on a mid here. It's relatively low range for EG, so it'll be interesting to see how they handle that in lane.
We, just in case anybody's watching, we are getting a little bit of lag here. This sometimes happens for me just as we're at this stage of the game when everybody's kind of picking their heroes, loading into the game. It will clear up by the time the game starts, and once we get our proper map view of the epic battlefield. Oh, Bulba disconnected. I'm most sad about that. We were wondering, Liquid's Bulba turned up in the middle of the lobby. We thought he was going to be standing in.
He's been doing stats for the JDL casters.
Yes, that's.
So we're the JDL casters now for the other JDL casters, for one of the other JDL.
we're the one that people go to if they want to be rebellious, rather than go to all the mainstream. Right. So here we go. I can't believe we're in here. Team WWD against EG. Exciting. You want to go through the teams?
I'd love to. Well, I guess we'll start with WWD. We have IX Mike, the former Liquid player on the Nature's Prophet, who looks to be chilling in base for the moment. We have the stand-in Cecil on the Ancient Apparition. We have Sna on the Mirana, making his way middle. We have WWD himself on the Lifestealer, heading top into that safe lane. And we have Ush on the Rubik. He's walking down into the off lane. He has 2 supports. We'll see what he does with those. On EG, we have Universe on the NYX Assassin, probably going to be in the solo off lane, who goes ahead and puts a ward here in the Dire jungle. We have PPD on the Vengeful Spirit, who put another ward over here by the top rune. We have Fear, aka Old Man, aka something else I can't see, on the Luna. We have the stand-in for EG Mason on the Invoker, who'll be very interesting to watch. And then last we have Zai. We have Zai on the Bane, down here in the bottom lane, set up here with Luna.
So, interesting lanes coming out from the Dire. I'm just having a quick look. What do you reckon we're going to see here?
Probably the defensive tri lane for the Dire. Not sure. Rubik looks like he may want to chill on here on this bottom lane.
Yeah,
May see maybe lanes with a Rubik and Nature's Prophet. It's actually not a bad idea. Again, against the relatively low range of that defensive tri lane,
Yeah.
being able to have both of those heroes who actually have very good animations, harassing and denying, and Nature's Prophet in the case last hitting. That could be an interesting and effective duel lane. Although Nature's Prophet is still just chilling in base right now.
Oh, interesting. Nature's
He's probably
Prophet's
going to be heading to the
treants.
jungle then.
Nature's Prophet's treant. This is what Nature's Prophet's doing. He's microing down here, trying to slow down or draw off the Radiant creep wave. I can't see why they'd want to do that unless they were looking to push. I mean, you want the creep equilibrium near your tower, no? But
Not clear. He's probably just scouting out with them as he usually.
Looks like a fairly deliberate attempt to get in the way there. But I'm
So
not
we
sure.
have a
I'm not sure.
Rubik in the solo offlane here for the Dire.
Yeah.
And Nature's
very
Prophet
interesting.
heads straight to the jungle at the start.
I was going to say, with Nature's was hanging around at base a little bit too long to be planning on going into any lanes.
Yeah. Pause from
And
Nature's
calling a
Prophet
quick
here.
pause. Why don't we take that opportunity to quickly go over starting items? I normally like to have a go at people's starting items, but obviously I'm not going to be able to do that in this game. I'm just here to learn, really. Blades of Attack coming out on the Invoker. One of the few heroes where it's correct to buy something like Blades of Attack rather than going for something like the Wraith Band, which Mirana's gone for. She was actually able, I think, to go straight for the Wraith Band because her team had dropped her some tangos. So, yeah, good play there.
Used one.
Rubik now at the mid lane.
Rubik moves middle.
Looks like they're not too worried about their off lane.
They're pinging on this NYX assassin. Rubik may be coming up for gank, although he definitely showed himself in the mid lane. Not sure what his plan is.
And
Bane working away down here in the Radiant jungle.
Working his way very well through it. Did he? So he missed one off one of those chain pulls. Unfortunate, but certainly denied a lot of XP there to the enemy. Looks like even
the enemy who's not there.
The enemy who's not there. That's the enemy I'm talking about. I'm not.
Rubik going on to NYX, interrupting the side pull.
Very well done there. Very well done.
Yep.
And I'm not sure whether that was just him picking up a tango or whether they're planning on actually borrowing a bit of a path through these trees near their top tier 1 up on the Dire.
Oh, wow. Dire places a sentry ward in their own jungle, which just barely misses the Radiant Observer ward.
Ooh,
you click on that Dire sentry ward, so close. They know it's there.
That is unfortunate.
Wow.
So no easy ganks for there. Where's the other sentry ward?
They're going on Rubik down here in the bottom lane. Nature's Prophet DPing in.
Looks like this will be first blood though.
Save him.
And that's EG's eye. I don't understand this strategy they're running on the bot lane. I mean,
you know, take the bottom tower here. Eventually has an illusion room.
Really well.
Structures have been fortified.
I mean, even not losing Rubik there, they've got a Luna who they're just going to be allowing to totally free farm, and then not even contesting the Luna supports, getting all the XP from the jungle. So yeah, this is very strange, and also leaves their mid and their top very exposed as well. Because if Luna's having a safe time down here, then that leaves Bane and Venge totally free to roam. Totally free to roam.
Although interestingly, Luna is not atop of the last hit chart, despite having clear free farm. Lifestealer WWD on the Lifestealer is 28-8 to her 17-2.
Wow, excellent, excellent last hitting then by him. I mean, he is. I suppose he's also got a very happy stationary lane, being very aggressive, taking a lot of creep harass there. But of course, Lifestealer, he can afford it.
WWD's Lifestealer has done something I really like. He picked up the early Orb of Venom to help him out in lane, which is often really useful, especially against melee offlanes like NYX Assassin who don't have gapes.
Well, I mean that's a very aggressive item as well. I mean, there's no building to Midas on this Lifestealer. This is, yeah, I'm picking up the things that will slow you down so I can kill you. Here he goes, trying to get a bit more.
See a rush to phase drums. He tries to TP out. Problems there.
No problems there.
Back to his tower.
Just back to his tower. So just really wanting to avoid the aggression there, I guess. But again, a play that slightly confuses me. So yeah,
couldn't do nothing in this lane. Can hardly blame him.
How's Rubik doing? Yeah, Rubik is 0 for 1. Luna is actually out denying him, even aside from the whole last hit question, and rapidly catching up to Lifestealer's top. But three, oh,
And far
interesting,
out
Dusk
leveling him.
gank here, Dusk gank here coming out from the Dire. We've finally seen Venge and Bane rotating. Chain stunning excellently here on the stand-in Cecil. Immediate death. That was a very well executed one, and it's what I said. You know, they don't need to worry about Luna. So suddenly Radiant can be putting a whole lot of extra support pressure on top and mid. Although mid's being left alone by both teams. Oh, he says as Nature's Prophet.
Nature's Prophet TPing in on Invoker.
Oh,
Arrow
Invoker,
misses.
beautiful tango, absolutely beautiful tango there. Got him out of the sprout. Otherwise, that arrow would have been straight to the face. Arrow straight to the face. That's not what you want. But yeah, that gank unfortunately unsuccessful. Vengeful Spirit though finishing off the Lifestealer top. So EG just pulling ahead here. Item builds as we're going on. Bane's already got his mana boots up, which is great for him. Invoker's finished his phase boots. Yeah. Oh, same with the Nyx Assassin actually.
Mana boots.
So
wow, that's 2 quick mana boots.
The chain stuns in that lane are now. It's not really like a laning phase up there. It's almost like mid game. You know, they're going to be spammable the entire time.
So without looking at the graph, we're just 6 minutes in now. How big of a gold lead do you think EG has?
Oh, sorry, brilliant, amazing sprout there from Nature's Prophet, which prevented the Vengeful Spirit from picking up an illusion rune. Very quick tango, I assume, from the Vengeful Spirit as well to try and get out, but the rune was actually denied before she could get it. So beautiful play there from Team WWD.
Very good, and good gank in from Ancient Apparition too to help out.
Yeah, I actually missed the Invoker kill there, but I assume that was equally impressive. So you were saying, sorry, where are we? Probably on the golden XP without looking. Although I don't know if we're going to have time. There's just ganks going on over and over again. Another beautiful set of chain stuns coming in from the Dire. Is it going to be enough to finish off Lifestealer?
In a lot of trouble here.
Looks like not.
But he might be able to get out.
I think he will. Nice slow there from Ancient Apparition. Oh no, a little bit of creep block
Stun
there.
comes out. Ancient Apparition's going to fall.
Ancient Apparition's going to fall. I'm not sure what WWD is doing in there. He should have been.
All 3.
I think that could quite easily have been an escape for him.
Absolutely.
Oh, and the Nature's Prophet here. This is an unfortunate case of if they'd all been here just 5 seconds before when they actually did arrive, then that would have been a real proper team fight. Are we going to see the arrow coming in? No, we are not. Of course, that's the wrong team. It was.
Stunned as soon as he comes in. He falls again.
Lifestealer back now, looking for blood. Takes out the Nyx Assassin. Bane now in real trouble, but Mirana manages to miss the arrow. Excellent nightmare there on Lifestealer. I think probably just managing to stop him do open wounds. Although no, that is actually on cooldown. But there's the orb of Venom.
With his phase boots. Yeah, or Venom doing work.
Doing a lot of work there, yeah. And Invoker now having a chance to push up on mid tower. Mirana looking to come back in and defend the lane though. And Luna still just absolutely free farming bottom. Wraithband is up. Oh, apologies, that was the wrong hero I had selected. Basilius and Hand of Midas. So, I mean, with a Hand of Midas Luna on the team, you got to say Dire have to win the early and the mid game, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's what they're going to be able to pull off.
Still sending Rubik back here to this off lane. Nyx has been dead up, just waiting for that one step forward. Are they going to go on him? They
are. Misses the Nyx stun, unfortunately.
Still be able to take him?
It was an excellent pickup there. Oh, and here comes the Nyx bomb, straight from the Nature's Prophet. Luna gets taken out. Nyx on very low health, salves up. I think going to be able to get away unless Nature's Prophet can do a very intelligent TP in a little while. But the action's moving to mid. Mirana getting heavily ganked here by EG. And they're just going to be able to walk away from that one, I think. Wonderful job. But also a wonderful job on the Luna with that Nature's Prophet Nyx bomb coming just straight out of nowhere, followed by the Infest. Can't get away. Excellent throw there from Rubik. So many amazing plays here. Actually leaves Vengeful Spirit taking tower harass. And Rubik, unfortunately though, going down to Invoker.
As Lifestealer comes in, is able to find him. A ghost walks.
Bane needs to get out here. Dire is TPing in to defend. Dire, of course, having a ward here, so they do have some vision on the Radiant activities as they make their retreat. Item builds. How are some of the other heroes going? Luna's finished her Midas, but
does have his bracer up.
that he does. Nature's Prophet has his Hand of Midas, so he's actually managed to be getting really decent farm, in addition to making some really decisive plays on ganks. You see in this NyX Assassin, desperate to take a chunk out of Mirana. There it is, and the stun. Invoker's there to back it up. Cold Snap, not enough time even to leap. Brilliant play there. There's a DD room bot that neither team have vision of. I would be hoping for more wards actually coming out from all these guys. I don't think there's been much de-warding going on.
Here. Should be able to fall before Sporkin comes in.
Nice Nature's Prophet ult. Excellent finish there on the Bane. But unfortunately not worth it for Dire. They do need to win a decisive team fight or something like that to get back in the game. I mean, just on the basis of everything we've been saying, really, I'd probably put EG ahead in experience in gold. Shall I have a look and see if I'm right, or shall we leave that for suspense?
Well, how much? I think we can both agree that EG is definitely going to be ahead, but how much do you think EG is ahead in gold right now? What's your estimate? I'm curious. I've looked at the graph, so I know the answer.
You know the answer.
To see what your impression would be.
10 minutes in, it's going to be 12 to 6. It's going to be 2,000 or 3,000. That'll be my guess.
Not quite. 4,000, above 4,000 gold, close to 4,500 gold lead for EG.
Wow, that's. I didn't want to say too much and then be totally wrong, but yeah, I mean those 12 kills, definitely,
yeah.
Definitely doing a lot of work there. For
it's not at all that WWD doesn't have any late game here. I mean, they do have a Nature's Prophet with a Midas. Fiend Script goes down here.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
Oof, I'm sorry I missed that one. Nice gank there though, it looks like, from Radiant, and Invoker landing the torrent despite the invis. Sentry ward down there for Radiant, so they don't need to worry too much about the Mirana ult.
Go back in.
But now here come the Dire supports.
Going on Invoker.
Excellent play there from Rubik. Very, very low though, needs to get back. Oh, finished off. Most unfortunate.
But still a 2 for 3 for WWD.
Absolutely, totally worth it for them.
Oh, not anymore.
Luna there finishing off the Mirana with a wonderful Eclipse. This is kind of where you want to be doing Eclipse.
They're going on Luna.
Oh dear, sprouted with a Lifestealer.
Lifestealer in with Luna.
And the creep
blocks taking a lot of damage.
Beautiful, beautiful play. And NyX there now picked up a haste rune, so potentially can cause some problems. Nature's Prophet missing his Sprout. Excellent stun there, but notices that he's actually fighting a Lifestealer as well, and that's probably more than he can shake his claws at. So backing out there probably a good idea. Haste rune's going to wear off very soon, and he's about to run into Rubik. Oh no, he'll.
Can he catch him?
Although Rubik very, very fast. Steals the Impale, so he's got a chain stun just by himself. Beautiful. Lands it on two heroes. Mirana in there. They've got the open wounds up on NyX, so he'll be down. Bane just has no chance. I haven't been watching. If he gets out of this, I'll be massively impressed. Nice steal of health there, but just not enough.
Very well played. Used his wand and the brain soft to stay alive for as long as he could.
Yeah, but unfortunately, just not enough. There's too much damage coming out on this Radiant team. Too much stun as well. I mean, that fight was never a case of two heroes going at each other. It was always a case of Dire being unfortunately on the run after being absolutely chain stunned.
And Dire's top tower is deniable, so they can take this Radiant top tower and then go deny their own.
I'm assuming that's what Mirana is onto now. TP in here from the Nature's Prophet to go follow up the AA ult. Unfortunately, Ben's just going to TP. Very smart. Radiant top tier 1's gone down. Dire top tier 1 is still sitting in deny range by what's that, 46 points. So yeah,
no up there though.
Even a glance would reveal it. There's no question really. No interest in Rosh at all this game. Not even many wards really going on down bot, but we've had a lot of plays up near the Dire jungle.
Rubik does just place a Dire ward down by Rosh.
Excellent move there from him, I think. I mean, we're getting to the stage where people might start making moves towards Rosh.
We've seen a lot of double warding in this game. There was a ward for both teams here at the very start. Now we have another ward for both teams here.
Although the Radiant
Mirana bottles an Invis rune. So Lua, who I hope I can say is our sort of they smoke right under a Radiant Observer ward there. They do manage to deward it with Gentry first, then smoke, not the other way around.
It looks like they know that happened. They might just be calling it off on a Rubik. Wants to headbutt, but I don't think he's making plays here. I think he's just moving down to see if he can help out the Nature's Prophet.
So Lua, who I think we can say is our oh, Dire's gonna lose.
Oh!
Dire loses its top tower.
Most unfortunate. That was easily deniable by the Nyx or the Mirana there.
Absolutely.
Most unfortunate. Again,
A lot of gold.
2 wards here, which, okay, not as close as last time, but very close to, should be able to spot
as
each
Nyx
other.
dodges the ancient apparition. But Lua, who I hope I can say is our
Stats
sort
guy.
of semi-official stats man, had a very interesting point. I think we mentioned Bane's very fast arcane boots, and Lua mentioned that just how fast it was. We're really just sort of passing the time where Bane should be getting his arcane boots if he's getting them late. Average time is 12:15 according to Lua, so very, very fast arcane boots for both Nyx and Bane here. And I really think that made a big difference.
Looks like they're going for another Nyx bomb.
That's helped him a lot.
They're going for another Nyx bomb. It's Nature's Prophet TPing in. The Mirana arrow hits. Doesn't bother getting the infest damage. Knows he can do it far enough away to, and he'll still be there for the kill.
Nyx is
almost, I want to say,
here in
overkill.
the Dire jungle.
He is. He's also
expected Nyx
about
just
to
be
go
hanging
past the
around.
Dire Sentry in view of Ancient Apparition. Ancient Apparition knows he's there.
Yep.
I
And they
suddenly
just
have
put the Mirana ult on.
lag at a key
Oh,
point
Blink,
there,
blinks
but
out, but he doesn't know that he just blinked right
everything's
past
fine
him.
now.
Arrow's
Oh,
gonna
excellent Mirana arrow. And the AA
Original
ult
falls down.
killed. And Dire in a brilliant position here because they can gank, and if things go badly, they can pull back. Okay, Mirana ult's
The
off
Nature's
now.
Prophet did die to the Luna ult.
I'm just quickly going to check something. Got a weird moment of lag there. Just want to make sure everything's still running smoothly. Yes, I think it is.
We have 4 Dire heroes here at the mid lane. Their heads back to the jungle. Vengeful Spirit has been involved in some of the fights, but she's just been farming and keeping this bottom lane push. She has her Fade boots up as well as a Bracer. But we may see drums and phase from her. Liz still farming up well, has her Helm and a Yasuo up along with that Basilius and the Hand of Midas and Power Treads. Invoker, of course, got his Midas up around the 10 or 11 minute mark. He has drums and phase now, so maybe Vengeful won't be go drums. Mirana still has her Wraith Band, another set of drums. Got the Band of Evasion, so probably going to be working on her own Yasha, as well as phase boots. A lot of phase boots and a lot of drums.
A lot of phase boots. Phase boots OP. Phase boots way OP.
Lifestealer and Mirana both have drums.
I mean, you got to wonder whether
Completed
that's
drums.
miscommunication or it's the idea that, well, if they're doing a Nature's Prophet Nate's bomb, then they could do with the drums.
Lifestealer infest inside of Nature's Prophet. They're TPing down here.
So
Although
this
there's a smoke gank.
All 5.
Although
Has been callously
Arrow mistimed on the TP. But the TP is still cancelled. Are they going to push this bottom lane?
It looks like they're not. They want to head up and defend
TP
mid.
back to middle.
Just as we were saying about the Luna before, you know, the Lifestealer was ahead for a lot of the early game, but if you have a look at the situation now, Luna is a mile ahead. Dat Glaves. Lots of dire TPs in here, but unfortunately, a little bit of what we were seeing before, it's a bit piecemeal. Lifestealer's able to get kills though, basically just ignoring everybody while Rage is up. Now suffering from the chain stuns. Nyx, stun was still on cooldown. Unfortunate. I think they would have got Lifestealer there if it hadn't been for that.
We forgot to mention that Nyx picked up his Blink Dagger. I think around the, not sure exactly what time, around the 15-minute mark. But Lua, our stats man again, who was watching it, that was the 12th fastest Blink Dagger on Dota 2, Blink Dagger on Nyx Assassin in Pro Dota 2 history. The 12th fastest that we just witnessed. So Nyx really got a lot. It was a 12. Oh, he got it at the 12:32 mark.
Amazing plays.
The Ancient Apparition falls.
On the Nyx, and that's
Very
after
fast.
Arcane Boots as well, so...
Absolutely. Not like it was a straight rush.
Not like a straight rush, yeah, that's
Pick up a wand?
very impressive.
So yeah, that was a wand, a stout shield, arcane boots, and a blink dagger, all in 12 minutes from Nyx Assassin. Very impressive farming rate.
Amazing play there, yeah, absolutely.
Dire's going to go for Roche here.
Sitting on 3 for 3 with 8 assists, so I mean that's what you want to see from a team player as well. Just getting there.
Going to smoke in.
Always going to be around for that shared XP gold. Always going to help out in the team fights. They actually didn't need that
EG
smoke,
going to be
but
a fieldless Roche
obviously
happening.
a very good idea as well. Well, it's a
They're
5-man
being
roast, so we
cautious.
do have a sudden suspicious absence in the lanes.
Yeah.
Although Luna is
No
working
rotation.
very, very hard at an ancient stack, so they're concentrating on something else.
And Mirana takes the Aegis. Lifestealer and Lifestealer had an open slot.
Interesting choice. Do we want to say they're going to do an infest leap or something?
That
maybe
could be it. Yeah, I could definitely see that being the case.
that could be it.
Dentar Stun takes out the Invis Mirana, slowing her progress a little bit.
Yeah, I can't get close, and it looks like they're just going to hurry up down here, finish off this this last. Oh no, not the last tier 1, but the tier 1 bot.
Good cautious sentry ward here from Rubik to feel the vendetta again coming. The bottom tower.
It's not even going to be contested though. They are going to have to be fairly quick on the rotations. Who's got TPs on Dire? Okay, 4 of them do. So no worries about getting back to defender tier 2. Well, yeah, it looks like they're going to try and rush their tier 2 as well.
Joker just farming up the Dire jungle here. See the Ancient Apparition, but they're going to go on him. They're going to keep rushing this tier 2. Good decisions. Force the TPs in. Ancient Apparition ults the creep wave. Ancient Apparition is so great for contributing either in pushes or really even a better anti-pusher.
Absolutely. I mean,
and Meta's saying that you've got a little bit of a lag on your stream. It doesn't seem like it's a huge deal, but you may want to look at that.
I shall indeed do so. If there's any problems with that, oh, sentry ward battles
Two
going on
sentry
here.
wards, but the Dire creeps take out the Radiant sentry ward. It's right next to each other.
Much sad, much sad. Let me have a quick look at the stream stuff.
No problem, I'll keep them. Lifestealer's just up here farming in the top lane. Nature's Prophet in the Dire jungle. Relatively passive after a very a busy start, shall we see. Nyx is vendetted here in the Radiant jungle. Is a Dire sentry ward far from him. The Ancient Apparition ult flies in. And it's probably gonna proc on this Invoker. Does hit him, but no follow-up. Reminding them that it's a tool.
Hello, apologies, I am back.
Ancient Apparition.
Let's see if that improves the stream quality slightly. Have I missed anything massive?
No, pretty passive. Ancient Apparition's picked up his Force Staff. Nature's Prophet has a Ultimate Orb, probably going for that size device. Definitely a relatively, I was just saying, a relatively farm-oriented mid-game after pretty violent first 15 minutes.
It's true, and I mean, I think that would mean I would still say that EG are ahead in this, but if you're ahead
Absolutely.
and then it turns into, well, both teams can passively free farm, then you're losing your lead. You know, a lead of 4,000 gold is absolutely massive, absolutely massive in the early game, but will just get less and less significant.
Although it is important to remember that Luna, with those glaives, can far out farm a Lifestealer.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean,
he did not pick up a Midas, so only one Midas for the Dire team.
Did not pick up a Midas. Might now. I mean, what's that Hyperstone for? Do you think it could be going into Mjolnir to give him a little bit of AOE? Yeah, but I think probably
the Mjolnir might not actually be that bad of an option. He is so bad and so far behind in farm, but also Arcturus is much more traditional, and that's probably what we'll see. Although we see an Infect spawn on Lifestealer.
Oh, here we go.
Trying to grab the
Mirana
Luna,
leaping away there. Rubik
and easily gets out.
There's the full stuff as well. She'll be fine. Oh, excellent.
Grab the Dire's gem.
Excellent tornado, but unfortunately not enough. And Ancient Apparition came in there, I think, just to really cover the Mirana, but going to get picked off as well.
Universe has a
EG.
gem.
Oh,
can't quite
so
get the
close.
Mirana.
So close.
Middle tower is under attack.
I think that was a question of he could have thrown it from
has
a
200 last hits to the Lifestealer's 116. She's 204 last hits.
Yeah, ouch. So, I mean, it was about 20 last I checked, maybe 5-10 minutes ago.
Although only about 4,000 up on net worth, close to 15k net worth for Luna, and about 11k for Lifestealer.
Let's have a look at the gold per minute. I mean, 670 GPM is very respectable.
Great arrow from Mirana, but it's caught in the tornado.
Fiend's grip there
Rubik steals Fiend's grip. Didn't clear that Fiend's grip. Let Rubik steal it.
I think he's going to want to possibly just keep that. I mean, that's a very useful ult.
Absolutely.
Particularly when it gets to the
only a
stage.
90-second cooldown.
Luna, I imagine, will be building her BKB soon. I mean, maybe that's planning a bit too far ahead. But Phoenix Grip, an amazing BKB counter, and BKB, pretty core item on the Luna. The Luna.
So no BKB up on Luna on that subject, and
Not yet,
not
but I
clear
think
that
it'll
that's
be
what
next.
she's going for. Didn't pick up the Ogre Clove when she could have, although she's probably just saving for buyback. Might see her go straight to Satanic. She has 2,500 gold in the bank now.
Could do. That or the BKB. I do love the Mirana illusions. Oh, Dust does catch the lifestealer. He's in real trouble here. Yeah, just too much damage even for him.
NYX does have WWD's gem, so anytime Universe is in the area, he's going to be able to see those Mirana ults coming.
Indeed. I mean, that's the thing about Mirana ult. It's not a late game one, is it? You know, it's very easily countered by certain key items. Luna here just having no problem eating that ancient apparition for
her
breakfast.
blink is really doing a lot of work here. That meta style up, be able to push so hard and farm so fast.
I like the style there. Illusions lasting just long enough for Luna to farm up an entire creep wave with ease. Stout shield sitting on the floor there. Good job, good job. More blinks. How many blinks have we got on this team? 3 blinks on the Radiant team.
The new blink dagger is so strong.
Yeah.
Especially on heroes that you don't sort of expect to see it coming, like Luna.
Smoke gang
even some
coming
more
in from Dire.
Picks.
They've smoked up
Sniper
mid.
is the thing, in my opinion.
Looks like their target is Nature's Prophet. Blink. Sorry, I didn't really hear that. Blink Sniper. Alright. Gotta see that.
It's gonna happen.
Sniper has game sense though. Oh, gets hit by Tornado.
Nature's Prophet.
He knows to TP out. Is there gonna be a stun?
NYX stun coming in. Too late.
I feel quite sorry for this NYX. They've been excellent stuns. It's just they've been there, you know, a third of a second too late or something the last couple of times. Very frustrating. Much sad. But I'm sure Universe is happy. I mean, 3-3 and 10. So that's not only an excellent score, but also exactly what a support should be doing.
And Fear did rush the Satanic. They did go for Satanic without BKB.
They did. Well,
so it'll be interesting to see what they go for next.
I mean, I suppose
the BKB next, or just keep going with the DPS build.
Well, I suppose the logic is, I mean, Dire don't have a lot of hard disables, so if Luna can hit and be hitting with 175 lifesteal, maybe she doesn't need to be immune to magic. I mean, that's a valid strategy. Luna now manages to pop her Eclipse, and lifestealer's rage has gone down, but they need to get the invis up. If there'd been a dust pop by Radiant in the middle of that fight, there would have been a little bit more utility out of the Eclipse, but a wonderful, wonderful play there, finishing off the entire Dire team.
Blaze doing work.
Oh, they're not giving up though. They want this guy, and it's going to be the first full team wipe of the game, and it's 5 for nothing. Excellent play there by
Losing that
EG.
gem really did a lot of damage to WWD. That basically invalidates their whole Mirana ult.
It does indeed. I mean, that's what I'm saying about the ult. It's Mirana's a great hero. Oh, and now we see the effect of a Luna Siege. Manta Star is up, but doesn't really need it.
More interesting facts from the
here comes the
Lua. This is only Ancient Apparition ult gonna hit. Oh, I think I hit all 5 in a very tight corner. So good ult from him.
It was very well aimed. I don't think they were particularly worrying about it. I think it was a question of, yeah, well, Mystickles. Rubik there trying to be sneaky.
Lua.
Oh, getting caught out by a stun.
Gonna fall.
Brain sap. Bunch of other stuns. Ancient Apparition and Mirana now up along with Lifestealer. Are they going to be able to defend their bottom racks? Well, it'll be very easy right now because they still got the tier 2.
Whoa!
Nature's Prophet way too aggressive.
TP's in, trying to sneak to the secret shop without pushes, but
chose
the wrong
GG
path.
call.
Oh, Luna just picked up her Sacred Relic. She was going to go for Blind Rapier.
Well, excellent game. I think.
That was
absolutely
more interesting facts from Lua. That was only the 4th time that Luna had picked up a Blink Dagger in Pro Dota 2 play.
Really? Well, it certainly seemed to work for her.
It worked very well.
Escapes,
New Blink Dagger OP.
Escapes and initiations as well. It also, there were a couple of times when she just used it to get within XP range of the of a kill that was going on and just level up that bit quicker. But yeah, GG's. We'll try and get in for the next lobby as well. Many thanks, David.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. And yeah, anybody watching, I'll stop the stream now, but